Every town has that one kid everyone talks about. In this quiet little place, that kid's name was Jake. He wasn't bad, just lost. People called him lazy, useless, the kind of guy who'd never make it. But deep down, Jake had dreams. Big ones he just never told anyone. Every night he'd scroll through videos of successful people, guys his age doing things he only imagined. And every time he'd whisper the same line to himself, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow. That word became his comfort zone and his prison. His desk was covered in half-written notes. His books gathered dust. The paint on his walls was fading, just like his motivation. Some nights he'd stare out his window, watching stars blink over the sleepy town. He'd whisper, "Why do I feel stuck? Why can't I just start?" But the sky never answered. One evening, while Jake sat lost in thought, his mom entered his room. She looked at him, tired, disappointed, worried. She said softly, "Jake, life doesn't wait for anyone. Every day you waste adds another stone on your back. Keep going like this, and one day you won't be able to stand up." He smiled, pretending not to care. "Relax, Mom. It's just one day." But that one day turned into weeks, then months. One morning his dad knocked on his door, hard. "Get up." "We're going somewhere," Jake groaned. "Where?" "Just get dressed." They drove across town in silence, the air heavy with something Jake couldn't name. Finally, the car stopped in front of an old brick house covered in ivy. An elderly man sat on the porch, sipping tea, a small smile under his grey beard. "This," Jake's dad said, "is Mr. Dawson." Mr. Dawson, the town's retired teacher. Some said he'd helped kids turn their whole lives around. Jake wasn't interested. He'd already decided this was a waste of time. But the old man's eyes, they were sharp. He looked right through him. "So," Mr. Dawson said quietly, "you're the boy who keeps waiting for tomorrow." Jake froze. He hadn't told anyone that line. The man smiled. "You look tired, son. Tired of lying to yourself." Jake's throat tightened. "I don't know what you're talking about." "Oh, you do," the old man said, handing him a small glass jar and a box of blue marbles. "Every day you finish your most important task, drop one marble in the jar. If you skip it, leave it empty." "Come back in 30 days, Jake scoffed. "That's it? That's your big life advice? A jar and some marbles?" The old man chuckled. "Simple isn't easy, Jake. That's your first lesson." The first day was hell. Jake set his alarm for 6 a.m., hit snooze 4 times. But something in him, maybe pride, maybe curiosity, made him get up. He studied for an hour, just 1 hour. When he dropped that first marble into the jar, clink. The sound was small, but it hit different. It was like proof he could actually do something. The next morning he did it again, then again, and again. Some days he missed. Some days he hated it. But the jar, it slowly started filling up, and so did his confidence. By week 2, Jake noticed something new. He was sleeping better. His room wasn't a disaster anymore. His mind felt lighter. One night, as he placed another marble inside, he whispered, "This is stupid." But he was smiling when he said it. 30 days later, Jake stood on that same porch holding the jar. Inside were 20 marbles. Not perfect, but proof he'd tried. Mr. Dawson looked at it and said, "Before this, you had 0. Now you've got 20. That's 20 wins. 20 days you didn't quit." Jake looked down. "But I failed 10 times. The old man shook his head. "You didn't fail, Jake. You learned how to start again. That's what most people never figure out." Those words hit deep, deeper than anything anyone had ever said to him. Days turned into months. Jake kept the jar. But he didn't stop there. He added more jars. One for exercise, one for reading, one for gratitude. His mornings looked different now. Early wake-ups, short runs, coffee brewing, quiet music playing. He was becoming the kind of person he used to envy online. And here's the twist. The part no one saw coming. That little marble jar. It started a chain reaction. Jake began making handmade wooden jars and selling them online, calling them the habit jar. People loved the idea. Orders started flooding in. Soon Jake had a small online store. He hired a few classmates to help pack and ship. His story started spreading. From lazy kid to business owner, all because of one tiny habit. A year later, Jake visited Mr. Dawson again. The old man was sitting on the same porch, the same smile, the same cup of tea. Jake walked up, placed a marble on the table, and said, "This one's for you." Mr. Dawson smiled. "Looks like you found your rhythm, son." Jake laughed. "Nah, I just stopped waiting for tomorrow." Narrator, final lines. That lazy kid wasn't lazy anymore. He learned what most people never do, that discipline feels better than regret. He built himself brick by brick, marble by marble. And if he could do it, maybe you can too. Because the truth is, you don't need to change your whole life overnight. You just need to win today. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start with one small habit right now.